It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Orlando Wizards taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. Now, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
2nd and 7.
13. Hey. You turned it.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking. There he goes, left side. Across midfield. He's on his way. And finally taken down at the 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Willis will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Trap 60, Mustang 19. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Second down, here's Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Ravens had 7-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. The slot man in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Hands it off out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Buffalo 18.
Now Willis. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot. They've got his man complete. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
No, we changed it.
They go play action now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Still going. They can't stop him. Touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now an audible here into something else. Play action. Here's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.